I have got 4 Heritage High Number blaster boxes. I'm going to do a 2-part series, but I'm going to put these up against 2025 Hobby Heritage and see what we think does better. So let me get the camera set up and we'll get started. Alright, I pulled all of the packs out of the boxes to try and speed things along. So let's get started. And as we know, these are hard to open. So here we are. Alright, first up, O'Neal, Cade Smith, Guardians, Rodriguez, Hernandez. And if y'all see anything, please comment on it. There's several, variations that can be hard to pick out. Nice little team card for the Orioles with Holiday on it. We got Soler, Miles, Padre, and the Rays. Check for any name variations with city swaps. Alright, nothing going there. Next pack. That's what causes these videos to be long. I wanted to separate the videos for the Heritage High Number and this because it'd be way too long even. I'm not a big fan of the long stuff. Alright, we got Isaiah, Nunez, Bader. Alright, first chrome, Cano out of 699. Victor on the green parallel. Fraley, Pajes, Corden, and De Arnaud. Alright, nothing going there. And Nationals, Mets, Reds, Dodgers, Marlins, Braves. So, you see me go through them a couple times. Just know we're trying to knock out if we've got any decent parallels. Alrighty. Alright. Crochet, Contreras, Garcia, Pilar, Fredlin Files. Lynn launches a Game 6 long ball. Helsley, Bo Naylor, Bellinger, and Lopez. See if we've got anything that jumps out. We do not. Alright. Next pack. It'd be cool if we could get, one auto out of 4. But obviously not guaranteed. So we shall see what we come up with. Sheets, Hayes, rookie pitchers, Priester, Orioles, Giants, Matt Chapman, Red Sox, Rangers, and Austin Martin on the Twins. I try to look at the city swap as we all know those are not labeled on the back. So I try to take a quick peek at them. When I see people miss stuff in their ripping videos, it's usually that. So, rookie pitchers. Oh, we got a silver in here. Nick Martinez, Kyle McCann, and our silver is Angels. Dick Williams out of 225. Alright. Trey Lipscomb on the Aqua. Merrifield, Crawford, Jansen, and Melendez. Nice to get a 225 chrome out of a blaster. Can't complain there. Alright, maybe get the packs figured out a little bit better. Jung-Hoo Lee, having a great start to the season. Gibson, Long, Verlander, Glasnow on the white. Blanco on the green. Bush, Ohapi, Tellez, and Wynn. Giants, Tigers, Astros, Cubs, Angels, Pirates, Rangers. Yep, alrighty. Let's see one of those rookies come out in these packs. Well, I thought I had figured out the packs a little bit better, but guess not. Guess not. I am very happy that 2025 Heritage, they seem to have fixed that issue at least. Because good night. Soriano, Martinez, Campbell, Matsui. We've got Stanton, Mashes, a Milestone Moonshot, Laureano, Suarez, Isaac, and rookie pitchers again. Tell you what, they have a lot of those rookie pitcher ones. Every time I open some of it, I'm like, oh, another rookie pitchers. So, let's see here. Jared Jones for the Pirates. Robbie Ray for the Giants. Barossa Diamondbacks. Kopech. At first, I didn't see the bottom. I thought that was a gold out of 5. I was like, holy cow. Alright, out of 6.99, Brendan Rodgers on the chrome. Paul Sewald. I believe that's on the green, yep. Jack Peterson, Castro, and Cardinals. So Pirates, Giants, done. And I should know if I, usually probably if I have a chrome, I'm not going to get a city name swap. But you never, ever know, right? So, that's the check. And try and catch it if you can. That was an awful opening. Alright. Yeah, I ripped 3 hobby boxes of this, and by the 3rd hobby box I had, before I even started the video, I took everything out of the box and packs and everything, and I was like, you just gotta trust me, because I get so tired of the packs. Rookie outfielders. Biggio for the Dodgers. Camargo for the Twins. Diaz for the Stros. King for the Padres. Molina for the Rockies. Cronenworth for the Padres. Canaro for the Cubs. And Gilbert for the Mariners. I'm hoping if I say the team name, it will just end up jumping out at me as that doesn't sound right. But here we go. It would be the 2nd box. Musgrove for the Padres. Manzardo for the Guardians. Having a great start to his season. Winker for the Mets. Perez for the Tigers. Durrell for the A's. It's a nice little color match. Martin for the Twins. Merrifield for the Braves. Crawford Red Sox. And Jansen Red Sox. I think the green was going to be my only one. Yeah. Alright, next pack. I haven't been able to find this in my retail store, so I did pay a little extra and got this from my local card shop. Putting it up against the hobby box, they're going to run about the same price for the 4 of these and the 125 Heritage Hobby, so we shall see. Burns with the Orioles. Ting with the Giants. Cardinals. Stone with the Dodgers. Alright, we've got Trident Teammates. Rowley and Julio. Lopez for the Cardinals. Chapman Giants. Red Sox and Rangers. I heard somebody ripping one time and they said how to say his name, but I have forgotten. So usually if I skip over a name, it's because I don't want to completely butcher it, which I probably still butcher some of them. Okay though. All's forgiven, right? Montgomery for the Diamondbacks. Scott for the Cardinals. Nola for the Phillies. Kaiser for the Rockies. Hook for the Red Sox on the Aqua. Anderson for the Angels. Fraley Reds. Pajes Dodgers. And Nick Gordon on the Marlins. Alrighty. Trying to stay in the pack lane. Alright. Bregman for the Astros. Waldron Padres. Chapman Pirates. Hurt for the Dodgers. Beck for the Rockies. Ozuna for the Braves. Gill Yankees. Smith Rangers. And Rosario Reds. Oh, yeah, season has been kicked off for sure now. The Guardians are doing okay. Could be better. Could be worse. Some days they look great. Some days not so much. But long season, right? Anthony for the Royals. Tyler Black on the Brewers. Churio for the Brewers. Maeda for the Tigers. That's the first kind of big name rookie. Brujan for the Marlins. Molina Rockies. Cronenworth Padres. Canario Cubs. And Gilbert on the Mariners. Alright. If we could pull one auto out of the 4 boxes, that would be cool. At minimum a relic, but not guaranteed, so here we are. Sauer for the Royals, Hernandez for the Dodgers, Kirkring Phillies, Knack Dodgers, Kimbrel to the 8th now and then, rookie pitchers, Jock Peterson, Castro, and Carpenter. Yeah, so I wanted to put the 2 up against each other. I know people are having decent luck with these blasters, so figured we'd see what they could do against a cheaper hobby box. These are still priced a little high for the hobby, but the prices seem to be coming down. Sale for the Braves, Schumann for the A's. The green A's is a nice little color match. Win for the Rangers, Laureano Braves, Suarez Phillies, and Cubbies. Alright. Those last few packs open nicely, so it's always a good time, right? Alrighty. We've got our chrome in here, so Hedges on the Guardians, Leiter on the Rangers, Morel on the Rays, Manoah on the Blue Jays on the chrome, Cardinals, Melendez Royals, Busch Cubs, Ohapi Angels, and Tellez Pirates. Alright, third box. I think I pulled a pack out of from over here when I first started, which would not be surprised. Alright, here we go. Crochet White Sox, Contreras Cardinals, Garcia Royals, Pilar Angels, Dunn on the Brewers, Cubbies, rookie pitchers, Peterson Diamondbacks, Castro Twins. Let's look it all open like that. Wouldn't it be nice? Alright, we got Marsh on the Royals, Isaiah on the Pirates, Nunez on the Nationals, Bader on the Mets, Grayson Rodriguez on the Orioles, on the Aqua, Tellez on the Pirates, Win Rangers, Laureano Braves, and Suarez Phillies. Get one and then the very next one is like no sucker. Alright, Churio to start. Not a bad start for the Brewers. Rutledge Nationals, Tatis Padres, King Padres, Jansen Red Sox, Melendez Royals, Busch Cubs, and Ohapi Angels. So, again, not seeing a whole lot of the rookie class jump out either, so unfortunate, but here we are. Martinez for the Reds, McCann for the A's, Jung-Hoo Lee for the Giants, Winans for the Braves on the chrome, Rivas Mariners, Langleaders Athletics, Lipsis Dodgers, Stroman Yankees, and Win Giants. Alrighty, there's that. Next pack up. I also am going to be doing 3 Jumbo Series 1 versus a case of hangers. I'm super excited about that. Alright, got a relic out of something, so we will see what it is. Gilbert, Walter, skip one, rookie pitchers, Birdie for the Yanks, Clubhouse Collection, Rockies, Charlie Blackmon, game used, Not the greatest. But at least I got a pinstripe with this. Rockies are having a rough go this year. Sheets for the White Sox. Hayes Phillies, rookie pitchers. Priester Red Sox. Noel Marte, rookie performers. Cromartie Cardinals. Molina Rockies. Cronors Padres. Camaro Cubs. Alrighty. 2 more packs in this box. See if we can pull anything fun. Kirkland Phillies, Knack Dodgers, Vincenzo Royals, Black Brewers, Carroll Now and Then, Mel Rangers, Martin Twins, Merrifield Braves, and Crawford Red Sox. I am recording this on a Wednesday. It's a short work week, going to the beach for my wife's birthday this weekend. Looking forward to relaxing. Let's see here. It looked a little weird, but I think that's just the green in there. Sale for the Braves. Royals, Hernandez, Dodgers. Nope, we got a mini. That's what it was. Robbie Ray on the mini. Not a bad mini to hit. Obear on the Twins. Bellinger Cubbies, Lopez Cardinals, Chapman Giants, and Red Sox. Yep. Alright. Last blaster box packs. Here we go. Let's see what we can do. Fingers crossed for an auto, but mini is probably the best pull so far. I would say it's better than the Clubhouse collection. Rodriguez Giants, Rays, Padres, Haniger Mariners, Fry for the Guardians, Rodriguez Blue Jays, Montero Rocky, there's Holiday on the Orioles, Vaughn on the White Sox, and Whitley on the Stros. What did I miss? The green? Yep, green border. Tend to miss those every now and then. Alrighty. Rosario Nationals, Parker Nationals, Davis on the Orioles. Rookie infielders, not a bad card with Fitzgerald and Keith on it. Patel on the Rays, Langford on the Rangers. Paulie on the Padres, Phillips Dodgers, and Inkle Diamondbacks. Alrighty, here we go. So yeah, packs I could open would save probably 3 or so minutes on these dang things. Rodriguez Orioles, Siri on the Rays, Obear on the Twins, Birdie on the Yankees, and our chrome is Lange out of 699. Phillips on the Dodgers, Porter for the Royals, Snell Giants, Robinson Royals. But yeah, the hobby that I did high number was my first red ink. It was a Trout, so could not complain about that. And then I had 3 boxes, and I pulled a Fitzgerald auto out of 1. So 2 out of 3 had autos, when I was happy with that. Class Now Dodgers, Amaya Marlins, Montez Brewers, Shinton Rays. Bets on the Perfectly Programmed. Balazovic on the Twins, Bell on the Diamondbacks, Bynes on the Braves, and Hader on the Stros. Alright. We got 3 packs in. If you haven't, if you want to give it a like, give me a subscribe or comment, again, greatly appreciate it. I do a lot of ripping. I got a PSA reveal coming out soon, so lots of action on the channel. Would love to grow it some more, so all the help you can give is greatly appreciated. Phillips for the Reds, Guerrero Blue Jays, Cropley Royals, and our white border for Duvall on the Braves. Kate Smith, grossly off-center for the Guards. Rookie pitchers, Lopez Braves, done on the Brewers and Cease on the Padres. Alright, here we go. Chisholm for the Yankees, rookie pitchers. Rodriguez Diamondbacks. Ooh, we got a silver for the Marlins. Burger at a 225. Birdie for the Yanks. White Sox, Arizona Mariners, rookie pitchers for the Royals. It appears, and one Miami player, and then Flaherty on the Dodgers. Last pack. Can we bring out an auto? Can we bring out an auto? Don't think so, but let's see. Hicks for the Giants. Rays. Oh, Skinny. Take that. Doyle for the Rockies. Fernandez Cardinals. Huck White Red Sox. Scott Mets Diamondbacks. And Martini. Alright. That's it for that. Got a Skeens base and a Robbie Ray Mini, which is probably the best one that we pulled. So I'll be back with 25 Heritage Hobby, and we'll go from there. Until next time. Later.